Pixelkin.
Recently, Pixelkin got to go to the Electronic Entertainment Expo in California. E3 is one of the places where journalists and everyone else who works in the game industry can get together and kind of take the temperature of where the industry is going and what is going to be happening over the next year. While I was at E3, I was able to interview developers, talk to other journalists, and play a bunch of games that are coming out over the next couple years. Of course, I'm going to be writing about all of this on the site, and I hope you read it. But I also kept a video diary of everything that I did as a way to keep notes for myself and also hopefully to entertain you and to explain what exactly I did there. The following is my video diary of my first time at E3. Okay, so it's on something clearly. Gotta put it on the Keurig. Alright, E3 vlog diary, take 1. I am in Los Angeles at the Electronic... Oh, no. Here I am at E3 in Los Angeles. It's the Electronic Entertainment Expo, if you're not familiar with it. And if you're not familiar with it, that probably doesn't clear it up a lot for you. Let's start over. E3 is a huge trade show where basically all of the AAA companies and a bunch of smaller companies also get together and show off the games that are coming out this year and the next year, and in some cases even the year after that, depending on how behind they are or how forward-thinking they are. This year I'm here at E3 to, like everyone else, see what new and exciting games are coming out and also to see what games I can recommend to Pixelkin readers. So many games come out every month even. It can be hard to keep track of it all. I can't even keep track of it all. It's my job to keep track of it all. By coming here, I hope to get kind of a head start on what's coming up and what you should be excited about and what I am excited about. And let's be real, I'm pretty excited right now. There are a lot of really valid criticisms of E3. It's still pretty heavily skewed towards men. Daniel Riendeau of Polygon wrote a great editorial about how there were more severed heads during the press conferences on Monday than there were female presenters, which sucked. I watched a lot of the press conferences, and it's true, there were not a lot of women, whether speaking or in the games themselves, and that is one thing I'm really disappointed in this year, as I am every year. No, the disappointment doesn't really go away, but it's also not something that is stopping me from enjoying this show. That might be because I have the optimism of a young child. For me, it's really hard not to get into it when I, have the whole building decked out in video game characters and there are all these people that have the same interests that I do around all of the games that I'm excited to play, all the flashing lights and loud noises and, bells and whistles that grab all my attention and distract me from the bad things in the world. I'm having a lot of fun. So what did I play today? Okay, number 1, I got to play Valiant Hearts, which is a 2D side-scrolling adventure game set in World War I. There are 4 different characters. It was really good. I was lucky enough to be there with Bruno Gallet, the senior producer of Valiant Hearts when I was Galliant. The art is beautiful. It's very cartoony, but it's also really successful at evoking the emotions associated with World War I. There was this part where my character got to a high point and the camera zoomed out and showed the entire field of battle. It's a really crazy, poignant moment. Another great thing about the game is that it allows you to unlock tons of in-game encyclopedia entries that tell you about that place or that battle or that object and what its relevance was to real-life history. Another game I'm looking forward to now is Hohokum. I was standing next to it and I asked the guy, the Sony guy who worked there, can you tell me a little bit about this game? And he said it's indescribable. And after playing it, I think he is right. Don't let that turn you off it though. The great thing about Hohokum is that its abstractness does not really detract from the gameplay. I was an eye on a string with a bunch of monkeys hanging from it. It's indescribable. So I explored the movements that I could accomplish with that character. There was no kind of time limit or pressure. I kept losing my monkeys, but I would get them back. After messing around with all these various components of the game for a while, I figured out what I was supposed to do and I eventually beat that level of the demo. It was really satisfying, really abstract, but also simple and really fun. The sound design was incredible. It makes this popping noise when the petals come off the flowers when you hit them with your eye on a string. It just felt really good to play. The other most exciting thing I did today was watch Twitch's first streamed match of Evolve, which pits a monster that gradually grows and grows in strength against a team of 4 people, each with different abilities. So they're trying to take down the monster's trying to take them down. There were people lined up along the aisles to watch them play, and the people who were playing were getting really into it. It was awesome. The other game that I really wanted to see is Little Big Planet 3, which I don't know if you guys know this, but my love for the Little Big Planet games runs deep and fast, like a coursing river. If you're not familiar with Little Big Planet, check out our library entry. It is literally one of the best co-op experiences you will ever have. Hopefully it'll be just as good as the other two, hopefully as good as Little Big Planet 2, which may be the best game ever. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Whatever. I really love Little Big Planet. So yeah, I have way more games to check out, I have way more people to talk to, and I have a lot more Mexican food to eat. So I will leave you with that Tuesday. Happy first day of E3 2014. I'm really happy to be here, and I'm excited for what will happen tomorrow.